exactly does displacement mean? Well, Oxford Online gives 4 definitions, but the last one deals with physics, so we'll leave that one for now. Another rank. There's one that deals with psychoanalysis, which is the unconscious transfer of an intense emotion from its original object to another, and that's important. Another one, dealing partially with physics, or at least physical properties, is the occupation by a submerged body or part of a body of a volume that would otherwise be occupied by a fluid. So like if your tub is almost full and you jump in and there's water that runs over the top and all over the bathroom floor, that's displacement as well. But then there's this. The moving of something from its place or position. That's displacement. That's what we're talking about right now. And we're talking about likely unnecessary displacement at that. Okay, so you'll see it on the news. The street signs for the intersection of Fruit and Hemlock on the east side of Youngstown. Just off the expressway that has been under reconstruction for several years now. They're going to build a high-tech, self-chilling beverage can plant. Part of Youngstown's East Side Urban Renewal Project. Now that's from 27 News in Youngstown. First things first. This has been going on for quite some time. It was initially part of the 2010 plan that they had, though no one seems to realize it. If you look on YouTube, you'll find where they show neighborhoods that they plan to abandon out on the sharing line so they can remove the need for city utilities to those areas. That's kind of bad enough, right? People in those backwooded areas who are already miles from any kind of convenience are being left out in the cold as part of the Youngstown Renaissance? How does that scale? To the point though, this neighborhood, Fruit Street, Hemlock, Lane Avenue, it is occupied. It was residential, but there were businesses there all along. And now, a plan has been quietly put into effect, and it was done right out in the open if you paid attention. I have a friend, his people are on Fruit. He's been trying to get his dad's house up to the city's inspection standard, saying that some of the displaced people are. And he's been fined, and a lot of work and time has gone into trying to get the exterior of his house. But if the city wants the property, they'll just rezone it and he'll be gone. This is what has occurred. And it's nothing new. I watched the same thing happen in Columbus when I was living there. A very good friend of mine lost her store of many decades because the building owner sold out to the city in an eminent domain dig move. But that was the OSU campus, which is now a strip mall that stretches for miles and miles. It was a plan to redo campus. It wasn't right by any means, but at least it had a tangible sense in that you can't redo campus if you're not on campus. Why put people out of their homes for a temporary business? Self-chilling, high-tech, can company, and rezoning as commercial, but not industrial? Because I swear that sounds like industry. And my big point here, the thing that I truly have no understanding of, is why don't they use some of the areas that are already commercial or industrial zones and are simply going to waste, empty and crumbling from disuse? This is an old steel mill city. There's land that held steel and iron mills that are now languishing. Sure, that would be a lot of work, but I've said before, tech transformation in this area will do quite a bit to stop the so-called brain drain that continues here. But more to the point, let's be real. Lincoln O's Plaza is mostly gone. The McGuffey Mall is completely gone, except for one building. one business, it's a lot. All the wiring, plumbing, and infrastructure to build on. It would need to be updated, obviously. But the land is there. The land surrounding it is accessible from the interstate. It would bring jobs as well, and possibly a need for housing. Housing in an area that they are currently displacing the residents in. That's a thought, isn't it? Or how about along Albert Street? There was the Avanti plant on Albert. Now it's trucks, or they sell pallets or something. And look at this. This is an abandoned facility right around the corner from a commercial enterprise on the border between the north and east side. Right around the corner from railroad tracks. So why would you go to a neighborhood more in need of some federal funding to bring it up to date and to bring in some needed businesses for the citizens, like drugstores, supermarkets, gas stations, and displace the residents there for a business that is really just part of a fad? I mean, self-chilling can sounds a lot like the born-on dates for the one beer that you never hear about. Youngstown needs some real solutions. It needs some thought, some real planning, and some real action for the benefit of its citizens, not for the politicians who are so accustomed to stealing unchallenged that they don't even bother to cover their bullshit anymore. I mean, really, you build a section of a freeway that no one comes to because there's nothing there. That's $1 million job at least. That gives you an idea of how much the bottom line is for them to put these people out of their homes. And the property will then be owned by the city. So the question to ask is simple. Who really owns Youngstown? Ask yourself and think about the implications of that question. Because unconsciously transferring emotions is what kind of displacement has led to this dog and pony show we're about to witness. And it won't stop there. Ask yourself who owns Youngstown, because this area of the city isn't the only one where they're making the homeowners work against the clock to do repairs they never cared about before in the face of road work that was never done before. And what other plans do they have that the citizens there aren't being told about? Think!